the Boston Celtics don't need to trade anybody, but if they were to trade somebody, it would be Jaden Springer. It's the guy that they were trying to trade so they could keep Lonnie Walker. If you guys didn't know, that's part of the reason why Lonnie Walker ended up leaving, was they weren't able to find someone to take Jaden Springer's guaranteed contract, so they couldn't give Lonnie Walker the money he wanted without spending extra multi-millions in luxury tax payments. So rival executives believes that Boston's starting lineup will eventually become too expensive to retain in the future under the current CBA, but that's a bridge that Boston will cross in the offseason, especially if they don't win a championship in the next coming year, or in this year. However, it seems Jaden Springer is somebody that across the league is hoping to be able to pry some draft pick compensation from the Celtics to take Jaden Springer's $4 million salary. However, Boston wasn't interested in giving up future draft capital earlier in the season to move the 22-year-old's, contract. So it's going to be actually really interesting to see how that's all going to work out, especially with the luxury tax penalties coming into effect. Now, Springer's not part of the rotation, but that's basically it. That's your Celtics news.
I felt obligated to make this video a little bit longer because it is only a minute and 20 seconds. And if they were to do a salary shredding deal, the whole thing for me that becomes complicated, and as I think the hardest thing right now is, are you're looking at a way to just cut salary, but then would you be able to just get a veteran minimum contract like Lonnie Walker, which have been hinted, because they're subsidized by the league? I think that's what's the biggest things to try to figure out and put together. But to me, I think it'd be smart if they could move off of this salary and then be able to bring in, even if it's not Lonnie Walker, I think a guy like Dennis Smith Jr. would thrive on this team, or somebody off of their G League squad, which if you look at the current Maine Celtics, if you guys haven't been paying attention this year, the Maine Celtics roster ain't that shabby. I'm actually being quite honest. So far on the Maine Celtics, they have Tristan Enaruna, who was a on an Exhibit 10 deal. They also have Mr. I guess you could say it's also crazy that Drew Peterson had a great game the other day. They also had Jay Scrubb, Jordan Shackle, Dimitrios Skapantsev, and they could convert either J.D. Davison, Drew Peterson, or Anton Watson to a multi-year deal if they were to do something along those lines. But that's just a thought.